Hello everyone, my name is Stunnington. Welcome back to Love at First Sight. Uh, I apologize for taking so very long with this episode. A few things have came up during life that I had to take care of and put all my attention to. So I couldn't really record any new videos. I had to upload pre-recorded videos, such as the Bioshock, the Portal, and the Kokoro no Doki Doki. Yeah, besides that, I'm back to recording this. I'll try to record more often to get these out for you guys. But besides that, let's get into this. What did you think of Akemi and Tomo? Not too bad, right?
Not at all. Tomo-senpai seemed a little scary at first.
Oh, yes, he is scary.
But I realized that he wasn't scary at all once I started talking to him. Akemi-senpai is really cheerful and lively, and they're both really nice.
Oh, good second impressions. Akemi wanted to walk home with Sachi and me after school, but her and Tomo's houses are in the opposite direction. Well, understandable. As Tomo was dragging her off, she waved at Sachi and yelled, See you tomorrow!" And we started heading home ourselves, taking the same path we always do. You know, if she's bothering you, there's nothing wrong with telling her so. I don't think she's bothering her. It's more of lines of...
She certainly has a lot of energy, but I really like being around her. If I could talk to people as easily as she does, I think I'd be really happy.
Aw. I'm glad you like her so much then. I think you'll get used to their quirks. To be honest, I haven't known them that long myself. Well, that's true. You didn't move here just recently.
I've never had plans for the weekend, though. Aside from our...
Date? Are you gonna say date? Say date.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to going out with everyone.
Aw. It's gonna be great. Akemi came up with a good plan this time, it seems. But yeah, let loose and have fun. I'd do that over.
Okay, I'll try.
Don't try to have fun, just, have fun. Do or do not. There is no try. Okay.
That's not what I meant. That's what I mean. It's just, I have a lot to worry about now.
What do you mean?
We're going to be hanging out with other people, so I don't want to look all shabby like this with my clothes all tattered and stuff. Since I'm, your, girlfriend now, I mean...
Aww, this is beautiful. My heart.
I can't change my face, and I don't have any stylish clothes. But I can at least brush my hair and cover up my wounds.
Aw. Oh, yeah, that wouldn't hurt. Oof.
I think I should take off the bandage on my head, too. Alright, senpai.
Yes?
Do you, want to touch my scar?
Oh, this again. This is weird. Huh? I didn't think she'd ever bring that up again. I'm not really sure what to say.
The one on my forehead. I mean, it doesn't hurt anymore, so it's fine if you want to touch it. Do you?
Do I? Do I really want to? I mean, last time you let me, it was because you wanted to repay me. Is that what you're doing now?
I'm still grateful to you, Mamoru-senpai, and I still want to repay you, but I'm your, girlfriend, so this time it's because I want to make you happy.
Aww. Yeah, I guess so. Scars and all, whatever. Oh. Well, thanks. That does make me happy. Okay.
I know it's just a weird thing to ask. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just forget it.
No. I do want to. The words came out of my mouth before I could stop myself. Oof.
Okay.
She seems set on it. I guess I can't get out of this. I know she wants to do something nice for me, but isn't this kind of strange? Not that I don't have any interest in touching her scars, but oh, so you're saying is you're interested in touching her scars? Wait, are we doing this here? Are we on the way home from school? I guess we are on the street without anyone else around, but guys, you're making it sound like you're doing something naughty.
Uh, this way, senpai.
She takes me by the hand and leads me into a narrow alleyway between two buildings. Hey,
Okay. Can you take off my bandage, please?
oh, you're letting me strip you, okay. She leans her bag against the nearby wall and then looks at me expectantly. Moving here hasn't really changed anything. It'll just be a lot stranger if anyone happens upon us. Oh, goodness. And anyone who walks past this alleyway probably will be able to see us. The space between Sachi and me suddenly seems almost solid, but I force myself to wade through it as she keeps her eye focused on me. Oh. Are you guys doing naughty stuff in the back there? Alright, just a sec. I can't help but hesitate a bit, but after a moment, I steel myself. I put my own bag down next to Sachi's and face her. Right. I have to take off her bandage first, I guess. Oh. I reach my hand towards Sachi's bandages and begin to unfasten them as Sachi tilts her head forward and closes her eye. I'm only taking off her bandages, but she suddenly looks completely vulnerable. I start to feel like I'm about to violate her somehow. Oh gosh. No. This is supposed to be a heartwarming story. Don't do it. I begin to unravel the bandages from her head, looping them around my hands so they won't fall onto the floor. As I remove more and more of the wrapping, the gauze beneath it begins to show. Finally, I get the last of it off, and I discard what I have collected on top of our stuff. Wait, what is this? What is this? Oh my... Is that a tear? I'm crying. This. No, stop it. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. With the bandages off her head, Sachi opens her eye and looks up at me. Oh. I look down to meet her eyes as it gleams wetly from the faint light that penetrates the alley. Sachi, you're best girl. You'll forever be best girl. Gazing at the upturned eye before me, I suddenly feel like I'm falling into it again. The feeling is so intense, and I can't tear myself away from that black pit.
Go ahead.
She shuts her eye again, closing what little distance is left between us. She puts her hand to my chest and leads into me. Kiss! Do it! Kiss! Her touch takes me by surprise, but after a moment, I put my hand on her shoulder. I smooth over her messy hair with my free hand and brush her bangs away from her eye. I feel her shoulder tense as I run my fingers over her hair. She must be as nervous as I am. The scar that was hidden beneath the bandages is on the right side of her head, just below her hairline. The outline of the wound has started to turn dark purple like a bruise, but the wound itself, a slanted cut, has all but closed up. Oh. The cut isn't actually that big, but the dark outline makes it look worse than it is. I steady my hand over her temple and gently brush my finger over the wound, trying my best not to hurt her. As I slide my hand over her face, she lets out the breath she'd been holding, and strength seems to drain out of her. I feel the weight of her slight body press on my chest as she leans into me more, and I keep my hand steady. I trace the wound, making sure to be even more careful than I was with the one on her hand. This is getting weird. It's sweet, but weird. The heart of this wound is rough, in contrast to its smoother edges, and my fingers seem to keep coming back to it. Oh. Sachi suddenly seems completely exhausted, and her shoulder shudders beneath my hand. The hand over her wound freezes up. What? Sachi opens her eye and looks up at me again.
I'm okay.
Oh. And again, she seems to lose all of her strength, all but collapsing into my arms. I start stroking the wound once more, and after a little while, she begins to shudder whenever my fingers make contact with her skin. She's so cute. I'm just touching her wound, but it's starting to feel like I'm doing much more than that to her. This has gotten pretty weird fast. Sachi huddled my arms as she is. Seems so drained. It's like she doesn't even have enough strength to stand up anymore. And I'm the only thing supporting her. ... Yeah, that was kind of weird. Anyway, oh, you look nice without the bandages. Actually, you look better without bandages, I should say. Thanks, for that. I think I'm satisfied. Okay. I mean, different strokes for different folks, is what I say. Yeah, right. Really. I don't know what I might have done if we hadn't stopped. Oh, goodness, don't say that. I want to stay like that so badly. Her pressed against me with my arms wrapped around her. But I had to end it.
Okay.
Sachi seems reluctant to separate from me, and she stares up at me longingly. For several moments, neither of us can tear ourselves away from each other's gaze, but I force myself to break away. I gather our bags up off the floor and hand Sachi's over to her. Here you go. I'm starting to feel like he has some sort of fetish for this kind of stuff.
Oh, thank you.
We exit the narrow alleyway with Sachi's bandages in tow and start heading home again.
Senpai?
Yeah?
Did you, like it?
I guess so. Like, I don't get it, but sure. Oh, yeah, I did. Thanks. I don't think I gave that justice of how sincere he actually sounded. I was like, oh, yeah, sure, I liked it. I was too sarcastic with that one.
You can touch it anytime you want, Senpai.
Context. Sure. I feel like I might lose my mind if this sort of thing keeps happening. I can't ask her to let me do that again. ... The two of us walk on in silence, unsure of what to say to each other. I keep glancing at Sachi out of the corner of my eye, and eventually I catch her doing the same to me. When our gazes meet, we both remain silent. Sachi smiles broadly. I can't help but return the smile, though I feel really embarrassed and quickly look straight ahead again. Aww. Hey, we're here. This silly incident repeats itself a few times before we finally arrive at Sachi's house. Well, see you tomorrow. No. End it off with a kiss. A goodbye kiss. Do it. Give her a kiss.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Oh, she got cut off. Just as we were about to go our separate ways, the front door to Sachi's house opens and we both turn toward it reflexively. Oh no! Mayumi is standing there in the doorway, not looking at all surprised. She walks briskly over to us. Oh, this is scary. Welcome home, Sachi. Good afternoon, Mamoru-kun. Hello, Mayumi-san. I stand there, dazed. She spares me a quick glance before turning to Sachi.
Sachi, I know you just got home, but I'd like you to do some shopping for me. Yes, I'll go change my clothes. No need. I'd prefer if you do it right away. Here's a list with everything I need and some money. Just go to the Give You Need store. It should only take 10 minutes or so, I think.
She reminds me a lot of Tomo. The dead look in her eyes, the monotone voice.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Senpai.
Sachi obviously takes the note Mayumi handed her and starts off, almost running, toward the convenience store. What the hell? What was the point of having her do that? Maybe didn't really look like she was in a hurry to get whatever it was she wanted. She sent Sachi for. Come to think of it, why didn't she at least wait until I was gone to send Sachi out? Oh. Uh, I'll be going now. Sachi's gone shopping, so I don't have any reason to be here. Anyway, I guess I'll head home and...
Wait a moment. If you would, Mamoru-kun, I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, I'm scared. Huh? Me? Well, no duh. Who else here is named Mamoru-kun? Well, now I can't leave. What could she possibly want to talk to me about, though?
Yes, to you.
What for?
Yesterday, Sachi came home looking like she had been crying her eye out. I'd like to know why, and I think you might be able to tell me.
Oh, goodness. She's worried. Crying.
Sachi didn't tell you? Well, I hear quite a bit from her, you know? There's one thing I'd like to hear from you, though. Are you teasing her with all this? Having fun at her expense?
What? No, of course not. What? No, I would never do.
Really?
Yes, I swear.
I see. Well, if that's the truth, I'm glad to hear it. But I wonder, do you think you can take care of her?
What? Yes, I do. What do you mean by that?
I assume you know that Sachi and I do not have the best relationship. I think it might be irresponsible for me to ask this of you, but I'd like you to be someone she can rely on.
Oh, shit. It's full circle. Does that mean you're not willing to let her rely on you? Oh.
No, I was not implying that. It's just that I don't think she's willing to do so any longer.
Sachi is... You're saying that she doesn't want to be around you? That she doesn't trust you?
Yes, that is more or less what she has said. It's understandable, however. Has Sachi told you about her mother, my sister?
Yes, a bit.
The two of us were inseparable as children. When she was on her deathbed, she begged me to take care of Sachi after she was gone. So I adopted her child.
Sachi said something like that as well.
At the time, my line of thinking was that Sachi was the reason that my sister's husband had disappeared and that she had worked herself to death.
Oh.
None of that is
Sachi's fault.
In the back of my mind, I knew the girl was innocent, but I had just lost my beloved sister. I had no one to blame but her, so I convinced myself that she was responsible.
Oh, that's not fair.
I never told her that I blamed her, but I'm sure she knew it nonetheless, and she soon began to keep her head down even in the house. After that, there was no conversation between us beyond the bare minimum. ... I behaved like a child. I tried to involve her in my life as little as possible, and she did the same to me. She had just lost her mother, but I was too caught up in my own grief, too selfish to spare even one kind word for her. Thinking back, it is a truly shameful way to have behaved. Once she got to high school, she started coming home with numerous cuts and bruises. It was then that I realized I had neglected my beloved sister's final wish. I knew then that I had let her down.
But if you realized that, why didn't you try to help her?
I did try. I wanted to know what was happening to her, of course, but she only told me that she had fallen, that nothing had happened to her, and now it's too late for me to help her. But she changed, you know, after she met you.
Me?
Yes. At first, I was cautious of you, think that you might be the one responsible for her injuries. I'm sorry that was not more amiable the last time we met.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I guess that's why she was so overbearing back then. She does seem less uptight compared to last time. Her stare was so icy then, totally different from how she is now. Are you sure? I don't see it. Although I suppose she was ready to accuse me of hurting Sachi from the moment she met me.
Ever since that day I first saw you in front of our house, that girl has been smiling more than ever before. She goes back to staring at the grounds as soon as she notices me, of course. But still, when I gave her money on the day you two went out, she was the happiest I had ever seen her. She even thanked me several times. I'd never seen her like that before, and it actually startled me, but her face at that time, delighted as she was nothing less than adorable.
Of course it was. It's Sachi, the best girl.
That was the first time she had ever asked something of me as well. Made me quite happy, and all of that is thanks to you.
So you don't hate Sachi then, I take it?
I do not. I thought I did for a long time. However, and I am paying for that now.
If you're admitting all of this to me now, why not tell it all to Sachi too?
I'm not sure she'd be willing to listen even if I tried. I'm the source of many bitter memories for her, you know.
I think she'd listen. She's grateful to you for taking care of her. She just doesn't want to cause you any trouble. She told me that herself.
I don't know how I could possibly connect with her after everything I've done.
Mayumi looks away from me, suddenly looking very troubled. She seems fixed on something, and I follow her line of sight to the street corner to see Sachi walking towards us. Her head down once again. Looks like it's time to wrap this up.
Mamoru-kun, please keep everything I've told you a secret from Sachi.
Sachi feels guilty about being a burden on Mayumi, and Mayumi feels guilty about how she treated Sachi. Both of these issues have all but resolved themselves, haven't they? Oh yeah, I guess so. Somehow, even though Sachi has changed, Mayumi's attitude towards her has not. Or at least, Mayumi hasn't let Sachi catch on to that as that it has. And I think Mayumi wants to keep it that way for some reason. Now that I think about it, she must have sent Sachi shopping so she could talk to me alone. She made a list of things she didn't really need just so she could send Sachi away to buy them. Was he just waiting by the door for us to get here? If that's the case, she must have been planning to talk to me from the start. Mayumi-san, I think Sachi will tell you herself. I was planning to take her out with some of my friends this weekend.
Oh my, are you? I shouldn't have anything to worry about if they're your friends, right? Of course I'll let her go.
Thank you. When I talked about it with her, she said she wished she had some nicer clothing. She never asked you, of course, but...
I see. Mayumi-san, I got what you wanted, but, Mamoru-senpai, you're still here?
Sachi hands the bag full of things she brought to Mayumi.
I was just having a little chat with your friend, that's all. Sachi, I've got some more shopping to do. Did I get everything you needed? Oh yes, thank you.
There seems to be several items in the plastic bag. Looks like Mayumi had her buy a bag of candy, a few pens, that sort of thing. Kind of a strange shopping list. You could have at least tried to make it a little more sensible. I mean, if it's off the top of their head, then understandable.
I need you to come along, so go change out of your uniform. Huh? Okay. Where are we going? To buy you some clothes. I've got some other things to take care of as well. Now, if excuses, Mamoru-kun.
Right.
Clothes? For me? Why? Oh, see you tomorrow, Mamoru-senpai.
Yeah, see you. Oh, that's ended nicely, I guess. The two of them hurry back into their house, leaving me alone. Time to go home. Nice. Maybe she's not quite as clever as I thought. Whatever. We cleared the misunderstandings between us, and she doesn't seem like a bad person. So it'll be fine. Probably. Huh. Cool. Aww. Aww. Totes adorbs. I think I'm going to end that here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Love at First Sight. If you enjoyed this, be sure to check out the other videos that I post on here. I do post other visual novels. Some relating to this, some that are generally similar to this, others a bit different. I also play a variety of other games as well. Yeah. Be sure to look out for the next episode of this, as well as anything else I post in the future. My name has been Stunnington, and I'll see you all next time.